Here's your KNDY weatherology forecast for northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. Highs level off around 68. Today, under mainly sunny skies, chance of rain showers. Tonight, lows dip down to about 50, cloudy skies. Storms likely. Tomorrow, highs level off around 69, overcast. Slight chance for showers. Thursday, with highs in the upper 60s, sunshine expected. Friday, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Right now, 46.
Kansas Mid-America Network News. I'm Andy Hoosier. Kansas Governor Laura Kelly wrapped up yesterday officially hosting the annual event for the 2025 Kansas Holocaust Commemoration Ceremony, remembering the tragedy of the Holocaust during World War II. As the program did feature a proclamation by Governor Kelly, along with a presentation by Dr. Lindsay McNeil, a historian at the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum. WIBW reports that the topics spoken of by Governor Kelly this year included lost communities in Europe during the Holocaust. It was held at the Kansas Holocaust Commemoration that was organized by the Kansas Holocaust Commission and the Midwest Holocaust Education Center. In other news, the Kansas Attorney General's office say that after an audit statewide, they say the state could be saving roughly $22.5 million per year by having a managed care organization, or an MCO, be able to reimburse schools for healthcare services rather than the state reimbursing schools for Medicaid services. Mid-America Network News.
Spending time in the backyard can be a great time for all your family and friends. Burwell Construction can make your backyard look its best with a new deck and patio cover. Wood or composite decks, Burwell Construction will help you design the perfect space for all your outdoor fun. And Burwell Construction can secure your backyard with a new fence. 316-794-3430. 316-794-3430 or burwellconstruction.com.
It's Burwell, it's Burwell. Burwell Construction.
The agriculture industry changes constantly. From commodity prices to trade deals, droughts and fuel prices, it's hard to keep your farm protected and prepared. That's where we come in. Join us every day right here on the Mid-America Ag Network as we cover your daily commodity prices with hourly market reports, news from the farm to bills in Washington, D.C. Plus, hear the latest across the Mid-America region that may affect your operation. From planting to harvesting and everything in between, it's the Mid-America Ag Network. We're here for you. Emergency management departments around the state of Kansas say they are preparing for storm season across the state of Kansas, but many counties, however, say they do not have tornado shelters in their communities due to the size of their counties and the population that's spread out too thinly. As KSNC News reports, according to the Emergency Management Assistant Director in Riley County, they say in Riley County there are no public tornado shelters, as having a community of over 70,000 people spread over more than 650 square miles would be nearly impossible to create storm shelters for everyone. According to county officials around the state of Kansas, they say that, quote, unmonitored shelters can become targets for vandalism or misuse, and keeping them clean, stocked, and safe for public use would represent a significant undertaking for any jurisdiction. The emergency management director for Lyons County also said they do not have any public tornado shelters and said it would be challenging for local governments to set up those shelters, saying there are numerous challenges to obtain that capability. Some of those include funding to build and maintain hardened structures, ensuring 24/7 access to the public, and staffing requirements.
As a farm or ranch owner, you've invested heavily in your agribusiness, especially in your livestock. Protecting them from accidents, fires, and other natural disasters is crucial for your farm's success. At Blue Valley Insurance, we recognize the importance of your animals as assets to your livelihood. Visit our offices in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, or Marysville to explore comprehensive livestock insurance options tailored to your needs. Safeguard your farm's future with Blue Valley Insurance today.
Nebraska Mid-America Network News. I'm Andy Hoosier. A nonpartisan watchdog group based out of the state of Nebraska has filed requests to the state legislature about finding private and state resources that were spent on the 2024 ballot measures, specifically those for the medical cannabis initiatives in the state. As according to the Nebraska Examiner, the complaint was filed on Thursday last week with the Nebraska Accountability and Disclosure Commission requesting an investigation into whether John Kuhn, a former state senator and a lead opponent to medical cannabis in the state, had failed to disclose the related legal expenses in the 2024 challenge of the related ballot measures before going through the election process. According to the report, Kuhn had filed the initial lawsuit back in September on behalf of seeking to declare the ballot measures, quote, legally insufficient and invalid. And after the election, Kuhn filed a second lawsuit seeking to invalidate the laws, citing federal preemptions. Nebraska Mid-America Network News. I'm Andy Hoosier.
Warm weather is on the way, and it's time for spring cleaning. Cut down on clutter by signing up for paperless billing with Blue Valley Technologies. Tired of mail delays? No need to worry, with monthly invoices being sent directly to your email. Sign up before April 30th for paperless billing by changing your account settings online at bluevalley.net or call our office at 877-876-1228 and receive a one-time $20 bill credit.
Reporting local news, I'm Bruce Dierking. Marshall County Commissioners will accept bids for demolition of a county-owned property in Marysville at 108 South 13th Street. The house across the street east of the jail was purchased as jail options were considered. Demolition bids are due May 5th. Commissioners unanimously approved a resolution at their last meeting appointing Tim Antoine as Marshall County Appraiser to fill out the term expiring June 30th, 2025. And commissioners heard a presentation of first quarter results of the new county health plan with a number of comments regarding the prescription plan portion. Exterior work on the Washington County Courthouse to begin this week, including power washing. Potawatomi County Sheriff's Office reporting calls from local citizens advising they're receiving calls from a local number claiming to be with the department, stating the individual owes money or has a warrant. These scams are common. Calls are not initiated in these cases. If in doubt, hang up and confirm with local authorities as warranted. One Marysville is hosting a community conversation Tuesday evening to help shape the next steps in completing the Blue River Rail Trail connection to downtown Marysville. Those interested will share perspectives, strategize, and further discussion as to plans and ideas for the connecting link. Meeting begins at 5:15, runs until 6:30 at Marysville City Hall Tuesday. The Blue River Rail Trail South Terminus begins at the North Trailhead in Marysville, which connects with the Chief Standing Bear Trail, southeast Nebraska, passing Wymore and Blue Springs through Beatrice and into Lincoln, and has become a popular biking and hiking trail along the route of a former rail line. Marysville Public Library with Blue Valley Technologies will offer a program on smartphone apps Tuesday evening beginning at 5:30. Apps for entertainment and efficiency for both iPhone and Androids we feature. Public is welcome to attend this free event Tuesday evening at 5:30 at the Marysville Public Library. Annual meeting for shareholders of Community Memorial Healthcare will be Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. in the South Plaza Conference Room. Election will be held for directors with nominees for re-election. Sandy Keller representing City of Marysville, Kevin O'Neill of Beatty, Rural, and Jeff Christ of Marysville at large. Public may join the nonprofit as a shareholder for a $100 lifetime fee. Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks has designated several free fishing and free state park entrance days. Free fishing days, June 7th and 8th. On those dates, anyone can fish by legal means without a Kansas fishing license. All length and creel limits still apply. All Kansas state parks will also offer free entrance on Saturday, May 3rd. Camping fees still apply. Your news on your time. A podcast of the morning and midday news blocks are available Monday through Friday on our website at KNDYradio.com and on our social media.
Agriculture. Our country was built on it. Our children are fed by it. No one quite understands the unique needs of the farmer like United Bank and Trust. Whether you raise crops or livestock, you need the right equipment at the right time. Our ag loans can help you acquire and maintain that equipment when and where you need it. Contact one of our experienced ag lenders today. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
On the Marshall County Senior Citizens lunch menu today, chicken teriyaki, rice, peas, and melon mix. Tomorrow, sausage gravy on a biscuit, scone, diced potatoes, veggies, fresh fruit, and apple juice. KNDY News Time, 7:13.
Here's your KNDY weatherology forecast for northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. Sunshine today with our highs in the upper 60s. Northeast winds between 5 and 10 and gusting as high as 25. Showers and thunderstorms are possible overnight tonight with our lows in the upper 40s and lower 50s. Showers and thunderstorms become likely into Wednesday, mostly cloudy with our highs in the upper 60s and lower 70s. Then showers and thunderstorms still continue into Wednesday night, mostly cloudy with our lows in the upper 40s and lower 50s. Some scattered showers are possible into Thursday, otherwise sunny with our highs in the lower 70s. And more rain showers may continue throughout Thursday night with our lows in the lower to mid 40s. Sunshine into Friday with our highs in the lower to upper 70s. Then mostly clear skies over Friday night with our lows in the upper 40s and lower 50s. Some sunshine throughout the day on Saturday with our highs in the upper 70s and lower 80s. Mostly clear skies over Saturday night with our lows in the mid to upper 50s. There will be a slight chance for some rain showers throughout Sunday, otherwise mostly sunny with our highs in the mid to upper 70s. Then more rain possible throughout Sunday night, partly cloudy with our lows in the upper 50s and lower 60s. I'm meteorologist Kara Foster.
Average high temperature late April 70, record high on this date 94. The average low 47, record low 27 degrees. Sunset this evening 8:17, sunrise in the morning at 6:32. An anticipated storm did develop early evening. We largely missed any of the precipitation here at Marysville. We had mostly sunny skies, while just an hour south, they had as much as 2-3 inches of rain toward Manhattan. There was significant hail reported also in those thunderstorms, up to 1-inch size hail in the Blue Rapids area, perhaps some up toward Home City. That seems to have been the track in southern Marshall County. The rainfall was widely scattered. Again, a couple of inches along a very narrow band, mostly along I-70, and points to our south. Cooler this morning in Marysville, 50 degrees this hour. Winds out of the north. That's check of the morning news and weather for this Tuesday, the 29th of April. KNDY News Time 7:15. I'm Bruce Dierking reporting.
Rise and shine with Minnie's Kitchen. Open Tuesday through Friday from 4:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 7 a.m. to noon. Now closed on Mondays. Start your day the sweet way with fresh made daily donuts and pastries and perfectly brewed coffee. Visit Minnie's Kitchen in downtown Marysville and taste the difference.
The difference is clear. For nearly half a decade, Blue River Eye Care has been proudly serving our community, helping you see the world more clearly. From routine eye exams to advanced vision care, we're here for your eye health at every stage of life. As we celebrate 5 years of service, we want to say thank you to our wonderful patients for trusting us with your vision. Your smiles and satisfaction keep us inspired every day. Haven't had your eye exam yet this year? Come see me, Dr. Lowell, or Dr. Olson at Blue River Eye Care. Schedule your appointment today and celebrate clearer, brighter vision. Call us at 785-562-2631 or schedule online at bluerivereyecare.com.
Double nickels in a sweep. Good morning, I'm Jay Reynolds. Cleveland Cavaliers closing out their series with the Heat last night, and it wasn't even close. Cavs win 138-83, a 55-point win. Largest series-clinching win in NBA postseason history, and it was a game where the Cavs led by as much as 60. Coach Kenny Atkinson, whose team did not coast into Game 4.
We came down here with the right mentality, and again, I just say our maturity, our leadership, all that stuff we've been talking about all year. We don't seem to have letdowns.
Cavaliers with the sweep. They await the winner of the Pacers-Bucks series. Milwaukee losing Damian Lillard to what is indeed a torn Achilles. His season obviously done, as well as a significant portion of next season. In the West, physical game between the Warriors and the Rockets. Golden State pulling out a 3-point win, and Golden State now up 3-1 in the series on Houston. Tonight, Celtics, Knicks, Pacers can all advance. They each need one win to close out their respective series. On the ice, Florida Panthers take a 3-1 series lead on Tampa Bay. Panthers a 4-2 win over the Lightning, scoring 3 goals in the span of 2 minutes and 7 seconds en route to the win. Stars roll over Colorado 6-2. Wyatt Johnston with a pair of goals, his first coming 9 seconds into the game. Baseball, Mets become the first team to 20 wins, 19-5 win over Washington. Brandon Nimmo with 2 homers and 9 RBI. Dodgers blow a 5-run lead, fall behind the Marlins in the 10th, but then
Tommy Edman looking at the first pitch from Henriquez, base hit right field. Conforto comes in. Here comes Paez. Dodgers win it. Tommy Edman walks it off. 7-6. Dodgers win.
AM 570 LA Sports. Tommy Edman, the 2-run single in the 10th for the win. Twins beat Cleveland 11-1. Orioles edge the Yankees 4-3. Braves double up the Rockies 6-3. Reds a 5th straight win, 3-1 over the Cards.
It's Macy's Friends and Family Sale. Hurry in for insider deals on must-have spring styles from your favorite brands, like an extra 30% off new dresses, handbags, and accessories from Karl Lagerfeld Paris, Donna Karan New York, Avec La Vie, and more. Plus, get 15% off fragrances, beauty, and skincare, too. It's not only the best time to shop for yourself, it's also the best time to shop early for Mother's Day. Don't miss Friends and Family. Going on now at Macy's. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
From ABC News, Wall Street now. The three major stock indexes swung between gains and losses in Monday's choppy session. The Dow Jones added 114 points to close at 40,227, while the S&P 500 picked up a fraction. The Nasdaq Composite closed off a fraction. British oil giant BP has posted weaker than expected first quarter net profit after a slump in crude prices worldwide. Profits were $1.38 billion against analysts predicted $1.6 billion. President Trump may be ready to put some of his auto tariffs into reverse. The Wall Street Journal says tariffs on foreign-made cars and car parts are expected to be eased before the president heads to Michigan later today. And some of your favorite snacks may soon look a little different. PepsiCo says it's phasing out the use of artificial colors in Lay's and Tostitos by the end of the year, in line with a push by Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
Ag News from the Mid-America Ag Network. I'm Andy Hoosier. It's time again for another Larry Stecklein report.
Nestor Miller is my special guest again. Kaufman Seed Company, selling corn and soybean seed, I hope.
Yes, sir.
How's it going?
Oh, good. And planting started. Soybeans are just beginning.
Tell me about acres. Are you selling as much one or the other?
So we're selling a little more corn this year than we have in the past.
That's what USDA said we'd be doing.
Yeah,
they're right for saying.
Yeah, they're seeming to shift a little bit.
Yeah.
Soybeans, of course, if we keep getting good moisture, we may have a good double crop season.
Yeah, that's for sure. Tell me about the stuff that's going in. Is any of it up yet?
So yes, I've seen some corn coming up. I'm not seeing any soybeans out of the ground yet, but most of the corn that I've seen is up and out.
Anything interestingly new on the corn side of the business?
Not a whole lot new as well.
Varieties pretty much the same.
Varieties, the hybrids come and go year after year, and so there's not a whole lot of new technology really to speak of. Soybeans, there is a new up-and-coming product coming out from Bayer. We're replacing XtendFlex soybeans. That'll be a couple years yet. We should be planting them this next year.
I see, so it's a ways off. What about weed control? Boy, I tell you what, Dustin, that is a problem for me. That's why I won't grow the stuff hardly anymore.
Weeds are difficult. There's a lot of resistance out there. Really need to keep an eye on all of the different active ingredients. Make sure you change them up and control the weeds. Best thing to do is control them.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know. But boy, sometimes that's hard to do.
Ag News from the Mid-America Ag Network. I'm Andy Hoosier.
From Kansas State University, this is Agriculture Today. I'm Jacob Clout. To correct trade price imbalances, countries could employ tariffs on foreign goods to gain leverage and protection against trade partners. With current macroeconomic conditions remaining unstable, K-State agricultural economics professor Nelson Valoria defines the ever-popular topic of today, tariffs.
A tariff is fundamentally a tax imposed by the government on imported goods and or services. So when you apply a tariff to all the goods that are imported entering the U.S., the prices will go up. And when prices go up, demand goes down. And that's what raises prices domestically. So as this happens, consumers are going to consume less of that good, and for whatever they are consuming, they're going to pay more.
He shares where tariff revenue goes and how it can impact producers.
An important part of that money just vanishes in the economy. Why? Because you are consuming less than you would consume otherwise. You are basically having to spend more money than you would otherwise on those same goods, and you are probably cutting your expenditures somewhere else. On the production side, we have inefficiency losses. So we are very good at producing soybeans, let's say. If we distract those resources to produce something that we are not as good, that we need protection, so that's a loss in efficiency, and those losses are not recovered by the economy.
Valoria discusses whether foreign producers or domestic consumers pay for tariffs.
The answer depends fundamentally on the market share that we have of a product. If we don't buy if we buy a pretty small share of a good and we put a tariff on that, it's very unlikely that foreign producers decide to lower their prices or reduce their profits. Okay, that's what we call the pass-through, the tariff pass-through. Now, if we are a pretty dominant country, we import 90% of a given product, it's very likely that when we tax that product, foreign producers decide to lower their prices. And in that sense, we are pushing the cost of the tariff towards those foreign producers.
That was K-State agricultural economics professor Nelson Valoria on Tariff Basics. I'm Jacob Clout. This has been Agriculture Today over the K-State Radio Network.
Some weather lore says morning dew or its absence can predict the weather. A look at what the dew can do on the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report.
Imagine a life-threatening storm heads toward your home in the middle of the night. You don't hear the notifications. You can't hear the sirens. The best way to keep you and your family safe is Weather Call. When you're in the direct path of a life-threatening storm or tornado, you'll receive a phone call letting you know where the storm is and when it will arrive. Learn more online by visiting weathercall.now. That's weathercall.now. Weather Call travels with you. Wherever you are, it will monitor life-threatening storms at home, work, or on vacation. Customize your alerts. Get lightning safety messages. For just $15 per year, Weather Call could save your life. Sign up online at weathercall.now. That's weathercall.now. Weathercall.now. With
more practical tips and useful advice, this is the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report for Tuesday, April 29th, the 119th day of the year. Rock and roller Tommy James shares a birthday with Brady Bunch kid Eve Plum. Man has been dampening his toes in morning dew ever since he first walked the earth. But amazingly, no one has had the slightest idea where it came from until relatively recently. Some theorized it seeped up from the ground. Others said it was invisible rain. We know now, of course, that it literally appears or condenses out of thin air. Old-timers did know it could sometimes foretell the weather. Here's one of their dew proverbs. When dew is on the grass, rain will never come to pass. When grass is dry at morning light, look for rain before the night. That is the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report. Have a question for the Old Farmer? Ask it online at almanac.com.
It's time to pony up, Marysville. Match day is Friday, May 2nd. Give in person at the Helvering Community Center in Marysville from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. or donate online anytime between 12:01 a.m. and 11:59 p.m. Your gift will support 61 local nonprofits. Make a difference and visit ponyupmarysville.com on May 2nd.
Be a part of something amazing. The Pony Express Barn and Museum is the only remaining intact Pony Express home station in the world. Together we can continue to build historical and educational displays and activities for children and adults from Marysville, Marshall County, and the nation. Please join us in moving forward. Your generous donation will help preserve the one-of-a-kind Pony Express Barn.
Make some magic happen this May 2nd. Support the Marshall County Arts Cooperative during Pony Up Marysville and help bring the arts to life across our county. Your donation supports Choose the Arts Camp, brings the 1st Infantry Band into local schools, and sets the stage for a jaw-dropping Christmas show with world-famous illusionist Reza. One day, one gift, all the magic. Pony Up May 2nd, Marshall County Arts Cooperative.
The Blue River Rail Trail is a favorite for walkers, runners, and cyclists of all ages. Thank you for your support. There's a new bike park and a new restroom at Jayhawk Road, and a fountain coming soon. But that's just the beginning. Future plans include realignment of the trail at Marietta for improved safety and single-track trails for more outdoor fun. Support the trail you love and donate this match day.
Thanks for your continued support of the restoration of the historic Marysville Union Pacific Depot. Significant progress has been made, and the building's being used for community events and also preserves a museum for the railroad history in the Marysville area. Our current big dollar project is heating and air conditioning, and as we work toward that goal, we ask your support during Pony Up Match Day for the Union Pacific Depot restoration and our heating and air conditioning project.
It's time to pony up, Marysville. Match day is Friday, May 2nd. Give in person at the Helvering Community Center in Marysville from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. or donate online anytime between 12:01 a.m. and 11:59 p.m. Your gift will support 61 local nonprofits. Make a difference and visit ponyupmarysville.com on May 2nd.
It's 7:30 from KNDY. 47 degrees, a north wind this morning. Quite a contrast to highs in the middle 80s yesterday. Well, as that cold front approached, dry lines also combined and created some severe thunderstorms. Right on cue, but a little off track from the earliest estimates. We didn't get a drop of rain here at Marysville. In fact, it stayed sunny here while dark clouds loomed to the south and to the east of us. That was the track of more significant thunderstorms that dropped a couple inches down in the Manhattan area and up to inch-size hail even as far north around Blue Rapids. The activity did just skirt Marysville. It appeared to be in a line. Waterville, Blue Rapids up toward Home City, and then a little bit further east. That did taper off last evening without any tornadic activity. Gusty winds, some hail were the largest threats. Significant rains did prompt flash flood warnings down along that route, Junction City through Manhattan last evening. High side today, seasonal highs around 70 on tap.
Kansas Mid-America Network Sports. I'm Andy Hoosier. Well, after 6 seasons at Emporia State University, donning the black and gold, Tyler Common has officially been drafted with the Indianapolis Colts, going into the NFL as a free agent, furthering his football career as he's finally speaking out after the NFL draft night with the official announcement.
I was with my family last night. There were still some draft picks. The draft wasn't over yet, and my agent called me and said that I'm an Indianapolis Colts, and I really couldn't believe it. Honestly, I asked him 3 times if he was serious. So, and then after that, I was glad to be with my family. There's a lot of unknowns, I think. I knew that it was a possibility. The Colts, honestly, they talked to me a couple times, but not anything, I didn't know it would be the Colts this weekend, to be honest, but I was pleasantly surprised with it.
That audio from KSN News, where he is a native of Hayesville, Kansas, going to Emporia State University and holding the record for the university for the all-time leader in receiving touchdowns.
Marysville High School softball and baseball at Clay Center Tuesday. Wednesday, Valley Heights softball and baseball will host Onega. Boys tennis team for Marysville at Heston on Tuesday. And the NCKL meet will be in Marysville Friday beginning at 3. Marysville High track teams at Clay Center Tuesday. Marysville track meet is here Friday.
KNDY.